everybody. Hope you're doing well. My name's Joe, and I'm a trail runner, and I'm not a professional YouTube blogger, but I just wanted to put some instructions up there on how to attach a Salomon Quiver, which holds your trekking poles, to a Salomon Advanced Skin 12 or 5. These instructions should work for both. I purchased my Salomon Advanced Skin 12 last April off of Amazon, I think it was, and it's been a great investment. This isn't the first time I've had Salomon running vests. I think they're the best that I've encountered, and I have 2 races coming up. One, a little less than 3 weeks, Leona Divide 100K, which allows poles, and then also San Diego 100 in June, a 100 miler in June, which you can use poles. Poles are a competitive advantage. They're also a pain in the rear to store when you want to bomb down hills. I'm a big boy, and my running advantage is totally working with gravity and running as fast as possible on the downhills. So poles are huge for me, and I hate just putting them in the back of the vest, having them clank around, or just hold them in your hands. They tie your hands up and everything. So I just finally broke down and got a Quiver last week. I got it actually half price off of retail. It was $15 on Amazon. So, but guess what? In the English language, as far as I know, there are no instructions anywhere on how to do this. It took me a good hour to figure this all out. So I just wanted to share this with everybody. Hopefully this will help others out who want to attach a Quiver to their Salomon running vest. And then I'll also just talk a little bit about that. I'll talk about my experience with it since then, as well as last year this was on sale at REI, it was $150, FX.One, US dollars, SuperLite cross trail carbon fiber Leki trekking poles, and they're amazing. I love them. They're easily collapsible. They're so light. I did a long run, 30 miles, a couple weeks ago, and I held them in my hands. This was before I had the Quiver, and just ran like this downhill. And the whole race, the whole run, they were fine. Like they're so lightweight, you don't even mention it. For a race, I don't want that. I want to have my hands free. That's why I went ahead and got the Quiver. But I just think it's criminal. There aren't instructions anywhere on how to do this. I had to piece together from many, like a blog post and these videos. Anyway, but there was no just straightforward how to do this. That's what I'm here to do today. The Quiver it seems to be very Marmite. People either love it or hate it. And I gotta say, I'm in the camp of loving it. Is it perfect? No. Is it the best solution out there until we get George Jetson, little fold up poles that you can put in your pocket? I think so, at least with a Salomon running vest. So I want to go ahead and share this to you. I'm sorry, this is just in plain old Midwestern Ohio-based English. Nothing fancy. Don't have Queen's English or Australian Crocodile Dundee good made English. No Scottish brogue, Irish lilt. Not even the quirky Canadian Bob and Doug McKenzie brothers Hosier's accent or maritime province, sorry me old trout, such as Bubbles, Ricky, and Julian might use. It's just the plainest, basest English there is, but hopefully this will be of help to those in the English-speaking world. And it's kind of funny because the Midwest, grew up in the Midwest, and it's nowhere near true Western U.S., but back then the Northwestern territories were Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, and Wisconsin, I think. And we learned about this in Ohio State history growing up, and it was the Northwest Territory. And this was before the time of railroads, and the canals, like such as the Erie Canal, were really the masters of a long-distance swift transportation. But I digress. It's just interesting. I know people around the world might watch these things and say, why is the Midwest in the middle of this big, massive continent? Because that was our western borders at the time. Anyway, here we go. So you have this quiver, you get it in the mail. It's just like a piece of canvas, looks like a little arrow quiver. It has some holes in the bottom. And it has this little stringy here, which we're going to mess with. And then it has these two metal clips right here, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take your Salomon Advanced vest and you look right here. Here's the vest. I'm sorry it's a little wrinkled and used. It's not like pristine by any means, because I've used it a lot since last year. But there are two loops here. There are two fabric loops. And you want to put it on the left side, looking from the back. Yeah, from the left side of your vest, like your shoulder strap. Right there are two loops here. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take these metal clips, one each. This metal clip goes through this canvas loop, and it fits in. It should fit in perfectly if you have the right model. The guy who had a blog had an older version. Somebody else did a video of this, older version of the Advanced Salomon vest. But as long as you have one within the last couple of years, you can see I just put these both in. They fit in. They slip right on. They're a perfect fit. Each of the loops kind of point in the other direction. So now you have the quiver, and now you have to figure out, attached to your left shoulder, the next thing is how to secure the bottom. And again, there's no freaking instructions on this. Like, Salomon, you're making some money off of this. You just think even like just a video with instructions that aren't in any language would just be, one of them would be better than the state we're in now, which is people are figuring this out for themselves. So what you have to do to secure the bottom part of this, you take this loop right here, and you got to pull it through. First and foremost, you got to pull it through at the bottom. You see this little like red and silver loop at the very bottom of your pack in the middle. It's this one, because there's lots of little loops out, so I want to make sure you have the right one. You put this loop, slide it through that loop, pull it through, then pull this, which helps you pull up the slack. I don't know what this is called, but you got to get the plastic part through, and then you can adjust how tight you want the tension. And then you do it like this, and you'll see your Salomon now is attached. The quiver is attached to the vest. And this is how it works. And when you put it on and off, I'm going to go ahead and put this on right now so you can see. And you got to fiddle with this. You got to practice with this, because it's not easy. It is a pain in the butt to take it in and take it out. I like having the spikes down there, those holes at the bottom of the quiver that holds this. For these pair of poles, having the spikes at the bottom are key. And you put it in like this, you shove it in, and that's it. You can't tighten it, but you know what? Even though it moves around a little bit, it is so much better than any of the other solutions. Because I know you can put them on the back, I know you can stick them in the vest, I know there's something on the sides and the front, there's different configurations. They're all pains in the butt compared to this. I've tried everything. This quiver, like, it doesn't make a bang, bang, bang sound as you're bombing down a hill. I did a 32-mile run on Saturday using this quiver the first time, and it was clutch. Lots of big climbs, totally came in, but then I did 7,000 feet of vert. So anyway, you had to, it really helped on the downhills though, because you're spending so much time, with the climbing that you want to maximize those downhill miles. And that is what this does. You get it in there. I actually just stop, put it in there, and then proceed running. And then pulling them out, they can get snagged just like they are right now. It's not perfect, but, and like I said, running poles, they're a pain in the rear because they tie up your hands, but they are such a competitive advantage in the race. They're worth the hassle. This quiver, absolutely buy it. It's $15 US on Amazon right now. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I highly recommend them. I've heard them work well with other poles as well, but these Leki FX.One SuperLite cross trails, these poles are amazing as well. I can't say enough good things about them. They come with some little gloves too that help you hold them, so it doesn't, it's just, I like having the gloves there because it helps you don't get blisters and everything. Anyway, all this, it works out. I love Salomon products too, but I sure as heck hate the fact that there are no instructions. So hopefully this is a help to you. If it is, then this was worth my time. Take care. Have a good day. God bless.